Okay guys, it's Jessica again. This is going to be kind of a mismatched video. It's going to be what's going on with me, what I'm reading, just kind of my progress on that, and then a one book haul. So let's start with the bad first. Yesterday came a video. I was in a positive mood. As you know, I've been off and on with sinus and stuff. I've been dealing with weird medication stuff. I've been dealing with deaths. I've been dealing with all kinds of stuff pretty much since after Labor Day. I was in a positive mood, and I get a phone call that someone that pretty much I consider a grandfather, um, he has survived cancer and all that stuff, and then randomly he had two strokes while he was visiting his family in Wisconsin, and he had little to no brain activity. So they were going to pull the plug on him, and they did, about 8:30 Eastern time today. So why was he important to me? I never got to meet my dad's dad because my dad was kind of a mistake. He was 45 and his dad was 45 and he was born. And my dad lost his father at the age of 21 to bone cancer. So my grandfather was only like 66 when he died. And I didn't come around to 8 years later. He didn't meet my mom till like 5.5 years later after that and all that. So um, I only had one grandfather. So I lived in one place. My parents built a house. We lived there like 5 years. And then in second grade, we moved to this house that my parents still live at. So now we've been living there since 92. So 18 years, something like that. I think it's like that. But anyways, that makes sense because I was about 7. So there was a guy that lived next door, and he pretty much just kind of became like her grandfather. And he was a really cool guy, 100% German, was in the army, was originally from Wisconsin, has his own business. He was just a really great Lutheran guy. I learned a lot about religion from him because I grew up Catholic, and it was interesting to see it was different. Sometimes we would go to his church and learn the difference between, Lutheran and Catholic, which is quite a good deal of things if you guys know anything about religion. So I learned a lot from him. He pushed me, he challenged me, he questioned why I did things, he questioned why I want to be a journalist. He's very conservative. So he was not happy when he found out that I wanted to do that. When I started to go more towards the writing realm, he was a little more happy about it. And now my phone's going off. So I found that out. I'm doing relatively well. Now that I'm talking about it, I'm gonna get like sad, but I'll be okay. But I just don't know how that's gonna affect my schedule of videos. Sometimes I kind of withdraw. I'm probably gonna have to go home sooner now, so I'm not sure if I want to do videos or let me just do this or not. I can't believe I was doing completely fine. But now I had to tear up. But that's okay. So, what I've been reading. Night World. I told you I was reading Night World 1. I finally just said, that's it. I'm going to read Night World. If you guys have been putting off reading it, it's not as daunting as I thought it was going to be. The first story, and I'll do it, when I do a review, I'll do more about it, but it was kind of like childish, and I read it, but I was like, okay. And I understand when some of you say it sucks. I hate that word, but I'm in the second book. This is how far I'm in. This is how much I read. I got like this paper. I did that on purpose. Is the book that I'm in. I got that much to read, which is called Daughters of Darkness, which is totally different than the first one. It's so much better. And the third one is Spellbinder, and it sounds really cool too. It is kind of to me for a younger audience. It has a more sophisticated, which is strange to me because she wrote Vampire Diaries and such before these books, and they seemed more sophisticated. I don't know if the publisher is the one that pushed her to write more juvenile, or I'm not sure. I still enjoy her writing though. I really do enjoy L.J. Smith's writing. The Secret Circle just didn't work for me. The writing was good. It's just the plot that didn't work for me. So I'm probably going to try to read, at least try to finish Daughters of Darkness today. And then the book that I got, I'm really excited about, so it's something to smile about. See, I can still smile. I got Cum Laude by Cecily Van Ziglisser, the girl that wrote Gossip Girl and The It Girl, which everybody, you guys should all know. I absolutely love them. They're a guilty pleasure, and I loved reading them so much. You know, I it seems in the fall a lot of like negative stuff happens. I don't know why it is the fall time, and I remember a couple falls ago, maybe 3. I had read some of the Gossip Girls, but I decided that I was gonna get all of the books, and I got them for like $20. All of the Gossip Girl books. I think there's like 13. I think it was Gossip Girl and It Girl. There was like 20 books, and I got it for like $20. And I would read like 2 in a day, like, and they read really fast. If you know, they read in a couple hours, and I was just reading them for like almost close to 2 weeks. So I don't know. But this one is about college people, and I believe this just came out 2010. Yeah, 2010. And I'm gonna read the back. They're here for a higher education. You won't believe how far they'll go. What Eliza and so many of her classmates were discovering was that living on a small college campus in the middle of the woods was like being trapped in a snow globe. I like that. The best way to interrupt the tedium of student life, the to and fro from classes and meals, the reading and studying, the occasional private talk, with a great lecture from an inspiring professor, attending a semi-decent film or play, getting drunk or stoned on Saturday night and sleeping in on Sunday, was to fall in love and have as much sex as possible. Otherwise, life could get pretty lonely, especially after winter set in. First of all, I'm shocked that they allowed her to write that on the back cover, but I guess that's what sells books, right? And especially college age kids, that's what they want to read, and honestly, that's what happens. Not everyone, but you know, people kind of find themselves in more ways than one. So I got this book, and I'm really excited to read it. I think I'm going to save it for just a rainy day, because it's only 254 pages. See how small it is? So I keep getting text messages because everyone's checking on me to make sure I'm okay. So I'm thankful that I have great people in my life, and I want to tell you guys what's going on, because you guys have been so supportive and so nice to me, and just it really helps me to vent and tell you guys, because I just don't want to disappear and you guys wonder, oh my god. I know I wonder if someone that I subscribe to disappears, because I always think the worst, like, oh my god, what if something happened? What if they're really sick? What if they got in a car accident? What if, you know, like, I always do that. So I just want to let you know I'm alive, I'm here, and I'm going to try to keep doing videos, just because I know it makes me feel good. So, and you guys love me, right? So happy reading. Be happy. I hope everything's positive in your life. I will be back to a normal Jess as soon as possible, I promise. And I will talk to you later. Bye.